this room. This is our bedroom. A couple weeks ago, I started ripping off the floors and, all the bits from the walls. Now my granddad is here because we want to install paneling on the walls and all on the ceilings. We don't want to lose any space by putting the wood paneling on top of the plasterboard, so we remove them. And we don't want to lose that space because our bed is going to stand this way, and it's already quite tight on each side to come to the bed, and our bed is small. We still have a UK king size bed. In Sweden, this bed is considered small. In the future, we might need to upgrade our bed into a slightly bigger one, so we really don't want to lose that extra space. Today was the first day my granddad was working on this room, and he managed to remove the whole ceiling and 3 walls. There's one more wall left, but there's nothing behind this wall. Basically, if we remove this plasterboard from this wall, it will open up into our storage room, so we need to empty that storage room. It looks awful up there behind the film. This is all my turds and piss. This is absolutely horrible, but this is the reality, I guess, of an old house. The floor is full of turds, the windowsill. There's a mouse. Oh, what are you doing here? No, I don't want you here. No, it will fall. Oh my god, no. This is so weird. Why am I looking at it now? We started by removing the plasterboard and installing battens on the ceiling and walls as a base for the paneling. The old wood we used was tough to work with, making the process more challenging than expected. Next, we painted the ceiling paneling, hoping it would be easier to paint them before installation. First, we primed the panels, then applied the color. Grandad worked quickly, applying paint roughly to cover the surface, while I followed behind to smooth it out and ensure an even finish. This saved us a lot of time. Later, Axel joined us to help with the second batch of painting. However, pre-painting the panels turned out to be a big mistake. When we started installing the ceiling, joining the tongue groove panels was a nightmare. The paint had leaked into the grooves in some places, drying into small droplets. We had to scrape them out with a knife, which was tedious and slowed us down significantly. The ceiling installation was particularly challenging. The combination of dried paint leaks and the old battens meant we had to pre-drill every hole before nailing the panels in. Keeping our arms and heads up for extended periods was exhausting, so Grandad, Axel and I took turns. While we finished the ceiling, Grandad started working on the walls. This time, we avoided pre-painting the panels, having learned our lesson from the ceiling. To install the wall panels, we used mounting brackets. Given how tough the old wood was, I pre-drilled each hole and nailed the brackets in place. I also got to use a cool metal precision tool for nailing, which was new to me. The ceiling was finally done. During this time, the weather was gorgeous. Crisp, sunny air and uniquely shaped icicles on the ground made the outdoors look magical, almost like a winter wonderland. The lake froze just enough for us to walk on it, which was a beautiful break from all the hard work. The paneling is installed in the whole room. That's it. Now it's time to paint. I primed 2 walls, but exhaustion started to kick in. At one point, I felt completely overwhelmed with how quickly and intensely we've been working. As tears rolled down my face, a few fell into the primer bucket, as if I was pouring my frustrations directly into the project. Then Grandad took over priming, so I could begin applying the color. We managed to complete 2 coats in just one day. Grandad also took on the task of installing the pine floors all by himself. We have the floors. It took one day for my granddad to put these floors in. If I had to do it by myself, I would give it maybe 6 months. Yeah, it's looking really good. I can't believe that we have floors. We still need to finish the frames around the windows, but these are small things that are left to do. I love the color here. It's so yellow. The floor will get slightly darker, so it's not going to be all that yellow, but I love it. It's so colorful. It's so cheerful. I don't know, yellow is such a happy color. It's crazy to see how different this room is getting. It had blue walls, gray floor. Oh, it's so nice. I painted the walls with the second layer. Now I'm ready to actually stain the floors. It will be quite a dark stain. Staining the floors went surprisingly smoothly, and I finished it in one evening. The next day, Fifi was already enjoying the new floors, but the work wasn't over yet. To make the floors more durable, I applied a lacquer finish. While applying the second layer of lacquer, I had a small accident. I accidentally kicked over the can, spilling half of it in the middle of the room. Thankfully, I managed to spread the lacquer enough to cover the surface, leaving only a thin layer remaining. Lacquering was definitely my least favorite part of working with the floors. It was hard to see what I was doing, which made the process frustrating. Hello and welcome to the finished bedroom. It's still not 100% finished, but it looks very different from where we started, so I'm really happy with it. We still need bedside tables and we need a wardrobe, but that's coming sometime in the next year, I think. Overall, this project was quite challenging to me. I think I started it at the point where I was starting to burn out from renovating, and it has been really challenging mentally to get it finished. Now I feel ready for spring. I'm ready for new projects. I'm excited to make bedside tables, but I had to rest really well to get to this point. So I'm really happy with this room. I think it's really cozy. It's nothing like I imagined, but I think it's even better. I thank my granddad so much for all the help, all the hard work. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.